Welcome to part 2 of the Clone Incorrect podcast with my name's Jeff.
With Jeff from USA Gunpunker.
I'm not a great storyteller, but like I said, I know I ramble on and I probably go in too many different directions.
Story.
No, dude, I fucking love it. You're like one of the most genuine people I've met on here. So yeah, I got you. So we just got our directions on this. So I think, first of all, you're one of the most genuine people here. I'm going to send you a bottle of bourbon because it pains me to see some of the stuff you drink. It hurts. Do you, I saw you drink Angels. You drink Angels Envy. Do you enjoy that? Because it hurts me that it's finished in a port barrel, which makes it not bourbon in my head.
I have no problem drinking it, but it's by no means my favorite. I'd love to get into a bourbon discussion. I know way more about that than I do.
Yes. Let's talk about
than
bourbon.
I do cigars.
Let me go pour a fucking glass right now. Let's get the bourbon.
I got a question
fucking love it
about bourbon. Why?
Yeah. I try to learn a lot about
freezer?
cigars. Yeah, you guys hate that. I know.
So what about bourbon?
Well, I was just saying, I try to learn a lot about cigars, and I'm still learning a lot to what I like and the history behind different cigars and the process and blah blah blah. Bourbon's the same way. I'm way more of a bourbon drinker than I am cigar smoker, but I smoke a lot of cigars and drink way more bourbon. So again, it all boils down to what I like. I like it to hit me. I like it to sting my tongue a little bit. But I like the different flavors and whatnot. And when you can find one that, for me, that stings your tongue and still tastes just fucking kick ass, then that is the one.
Anyone who's listened to the podcast knows I've fessed my love for this bourbon plenty of times. Have you tried the Old Forester 1920?
I have not.
I'm sending you a bottle. It's fucking fantastic. It's 115 proof, so it comes and hits you in the ass a little bit. Holy shit, it tastes good.
Well, that reminds me. I have to send you a frame to have Gunther's nuts.
I'll do some trading with you because I'm all about that. One of my favorites, and I'm not going to get it exactly correct, but it's a Knob Creek Rye that was 10, 12 years, something like that. And, you can't find it hardly ever. And I think it was 120 proof. And I'll just get fucking stupid on that. It's hard to fucking stop just because, like I said, it hits the tongue so hard, but man, it just tastes so good. And I'm not the fucking realistic bourbon taster that can tell you the notes and chocolate flavors and whatever. I mean, I know it tastes good, but I'm not going to be able to decipher for you like that. I got
asked to be on a barrel selection team for a local chain of stores around here that I've bought a lot of bourbon from. And I'll tell you what, that's fucking intimidating. Because I can tell you what a good bourbon is and what isn't. If you line them up like blind in glasses, I can pick out which ones are older, which ones got more corn in them or more rye, whatever. Which ones are weeded and shit. But people are like, this one tastes of peanut butter. I'm like, what the fuck? It tastes like bourbon to me.
Oh, man. I'm the same way with cigars. I don't get those fucking subtle afternotes.
No,
I'm like, pour me another one, motherfucker.
It's like, this one tastes like ethanol and this one tastes like the Tear of Angels. I don't get the fucking tulips or whatever you faggots are getting. Like,
so back to the Angels Envy, it's smooth, it goes down good, and I have no issues with it. But no, it's not one I'm going to seek out. So I've just been trying to collect and sample and find the ones that I like. And there are some nights, and I'm not going to fucking lie, where I get into a bottle of bourbon and I'm probably already too drunk to be able to decipher anything that tastes good or bad or not. So I kind of waste those, but I try not to do that. And I'm a huge Jack Daniel's fan. I don't think it's worth the price they charge for it, but who am I to judge, I guess. But I do like the ryes. I'm a big rye fan.
I'm looking for a Jack Daniels did a single barrel release late last year. It came out
about last year's, but I've had the Jack single barrel. It's phenomenal.
It's one of their private select single barrel proofs, whatever. It's like got this long ass name, and it fucking came out at over 143 proof.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude, I've been looking for it so fucking hard, man. I have a bottle up there of an old Elijah Craig I bought 4 years ago now. It's 136 proof, and I've only gotten through halfway through the bottle of it, dude. It's good, but Jesus Christ, if that's the first thing you drink that night, you are on your ass.
Have you ever had larceny?
I got some Elijah Craig in here somewhere.
Yeah,
but it's not no 100.
Bunker, have you ever had larceny before?
Yeah, I got some right here.
Larceny,
I like it.
Right now?
No, I'm not drinking it right now. I'm just drinking straight Jack right now. But I do have some larceny, and then I like it quite a bit.
Larceny is fantastic weeded bourbon.
You guys want to hear
again for the money? That's one that you'll have a hard time beating.
Yeah.
So, a quick little funny story was my granddad. He just turned mid 80s. He's 84 now, I think. And he got into larceny. And I was on the phone, or my dad was on the phone with him. We were talking to him, and he was slurring his words, so we were worried he had a stroke because he had one before. And we rushed over to his house, and come to find out, he was halfway down a bottle of larceny. Oh man!
I'll tell you a couple ones that I like that maybe other people do. I don't know, but that I've had experience with. The Hirsch. Have you heard of Hirsch? Hirsch.
It sounds familiar. I've probably seen it.
If you can find a bottle of Hirsch Rye, that is just fucking phenomenal. And it's like, I don't know, I think I paid like $45 for a fifth or something. It might not have even been that much. It might have been like 35. But that is the problem is finding it. But if you find one, that's amazing. Here recently, Clyde Mays. Again, I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's right up there for me with Hirsch. I like the Bullet 95 Ryes. Again, I'm hardcore on the Ryes. Whistle Pig is up there. It's not quite as high for me as the other ones.
It's because it's Yankee whiskey.
Hard to beat. It's hard to beat. It's good.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing about bourbon is everyone's like, I wouldn't pay over $30 for a bottle of liquor, and it's like you can taste the difference. You can taste a definitive difference in taste as you go up. Say a $20 bottle up to a $40, up to a $60, and the $80, and the $100 really crazy ones. You can taste the difference in them. It's not like you're getting your shit ripped off.
No,
it's just like the cigars. I mean, I've got I'm looking at them here. I've got a bottle of Willet. 110.8 proof that I'm dying to open, but it's one of them ones I don't want to open.
Yeah,
it's not going to last forever. And I don't know. I've heard great things about it. The Kentucky Owl. I've got one of those.
You have a Kentucky Owl.
Huh?
I can't find Kentucky Owl down here. It's really hard to get bourbon.
Look, I have a source, man. Send me the other one, and I'll swap you out.
Oh fuck yeah! It's
that shit a lot.
But I think I just love that you can taste the difference.
Yeah.
It's. I think I have a bottle of Booker's up there, which is around $100 MSRP, and it's technically the same drink as
Are you
Old Grand.
serious?
It's technically a same.
That's like $70 here.
It might be like a 75 MSRP. I'm okay with paying 25 over MSRP for good shit. It's like technically it's the same drink. It's bourbon. It's the same as Old Granddad, but it's not at the same time. Get the aging into it. I've drank some crazy shit. I've drank all three of the old Rip Van Winkle ones, the 10, the 15, the 23. And I mean, drinking bourbon that's older than you is fucking crazy. But
So get this, my buddy that hooks me up with all of it. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you guys. But he found me a Beam's Choice Collector's Edition, Volume 11. It's got a squirrel on the bottle, and it's still got the tax stamp on it.
oh, that's good
And
shit.
I don't know for sure how old it is, but it's straight beam. It's 80 proof. It's so fucking cool though, and I'm dying to try it too. But I'm torn. Do I want to tear that tax stamp, or do I?
Yeah, the tax stamps are
Just
crazy.
look at it.
I keep a bottle of Henry McKenna bottled in bond, which is a hard to find bottle, and I have the tax stamp. I ripped it very cleanly, and I place it back on the bottle when I'm not, but it's sitting on the shelf.
Just pulled this out of the box and I look. The stamp's ripped 7/8 of the way across, but it's still intact. So I guess that answers my question. I'm gonna go ahead and fucking rip it open.
Yeah, I think bourbon is something that some people like it, some people don't. But if you like it, man, it's totally worth it to punch up and go up in the price tag. You totally taste the difference. I think some of the stories behind
And
it.
I admire those guys. What's that?
Oh yeah, the guys that can taste like flavor notes and shit. Like that's how I use it. Is if I know I like a certain bourbon,
Yeah.
and these guys are like, this one tastes like such and such and such and such. I'll be like, sweet. So I know I like this, and this one tastes like it. So I should probably try it. Shit like that. And the stories behind it. Old Forest,
Right.
the 1910, which I'm drinking right now. The story behind it is, holy shit, that's a fucking sick bottle.
Yeah. That stuff is just fucking cool.
The story behind the Old Forester 1910 was they'd poured the rules of bourbon. I'm not going to get all into them. There's certain rules about proofing and composition of them and stuff. But one of the rules that make bourbon is it has to be put in a new charred oak barrel. Can't be something that's already had port in it or a fucking rum
Right.
or whatever. So they, as an Old Forester, which was an old ass distillery, they poured these to put them in bottles. So they're in this giant ass trough, and as it would happen, they have a fire in the facility. They're like, "Fuck, we have a couple 100 gallons of bourbon sitting here and a fire. This is essentially a fucking bomb. We need to get it out of here." In order to keep it bourbon, they had to put it into charred oak barrels. So they take this bourbon that's already been aged, drop it back into new barrels, and they pull it the fuck out of there so the entire place doesn't blow up. Well, they rebuild the facility, whatever, and 6 months later, they have this bourbon that's been double aged, or double oak is what the term is now. And fucking hell if it isn't smooth. So there's like history behind the drinks that I think is super interesting.
We were fortunate enough. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. We were fortunate enough to, and I want to go back. We only did the Beam Distillery, and it was during the pandemic bullshit, so we didn't get the full experience. But there's so much history and information behind all of it that it's intriguing.
It totally is.
That to Scotch too.
I haven't gotten into Scotch.
Yeah, Scotch scares me because bourbon's fucking expensive, but Scotch is a different bitch, bro, and it's a lot older, man.
What?
Georges, you're cutting in and out, bud. You sound like a fucking microwave.
Okay. It's not just me then. Okay.
Yeah, your desert rat internet connection is failing you.
No, I was saying.
So back. You guys want to get back to guns, or are you good with this?
We can do whatever.
I'm drinking Larson.
I mean, I'm down. I'm good, but I'm thinking of the listener because I'm a compassionate motherfucker.
We don't have listeners.
One thing is the Wells-Made Company meme slangs.
Oh, the bean slang,
the Jazz Cooler Cup, and the Adidas one are like my three favorites that guy makes.
So that dude's fucking awesome, and he reached out to me on the beans gun that we gave away and sent the sling and all that, and I got to bullshitting with him. And I hate to give out too many details on this because my time situation, I should have it already done, but it is what it is. I'm building
this will be airing
a really high end gun that is going to be pineapple pizza themed.
With ranch.
And again, like I said, I hate to fucking let this out, but I'm half drunk and it's cool info.
This won't be out for a while.
Okay,
it'll be 2 weeks.
Him and I have been talking, and there's a strong possibility that we're gonna have a special limited edition pineapple pizza sling to go with it.
Shit. Hey, Bunker, I just found out how old that bottle is.
How old?
That bottle of bourbon was bottled in 1976.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Dude, holy fuck.
That's older than me.
The oldest.
Hell, I was born in 79. That's fucking dope.
The oldest,
that is
the oldest bourbon I ever drank was that Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah, which one did you have? The 23, the 15?
The 2002 or 2003. I have a picture of the bottle.
That's older than you.
No, it's not. Oh my god! Yeah, the running joke that I'm like a zoomer.
You are a zoomer.
He's got the little curly hair. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, I think.
Oh man! Oh yeah! Why don't you just dox me already, asshole?
No cap.
For real.
No cap. God.
I think. I've gotten the same way with guns, where if there's history, the gun, it means something more to me. I'm at the point, like, guns are fun and shit. I have the ones I'm going to use. Like, I have a rifle I could do shit with if I needed to. I have a pistol I could do shit with if I needed to. At this point, I want something cool. Like, I'd love a Luger. Mostly so I could execute body pillows for funny videos to send to my friends.
Get a P38 for that.
I like shit like that. Bunker, you said in the first episode that there were like certain Forges, you're giving us static. You can't mute yourself.
Who, me?
Forges. Oh, I was getting a backlash from him, but I don't know what's happening. But,
I just sent a picture of the bottle that I got to have.
Holy fuck! How old is that? That's 20. So he's it's the 23-year-old Pappy, which is about as old as you can go with bourbon without it starting to get real funky.
Mm-hmm.
But you said, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. You said in the first episode that there were certain guns that you don't have safe queens, but there's certain ones that you're more diligent with. Are they because they're cool, or there's like sentimental value to them? What is it?
I posted pictures of one of them several times. Of that Stig commemorative edition, the Army one, M18, M17. I don't remember what it was.
Tan control.
And since I've gotten it. It's unfired, and it's not like it's fucking super valuable, but it's one of 5,000, and I ended up putting. I guess if you wanted, I don't know. I'm going to sound stupid when I say this, but the correct Leupold Delta Point Pro and Surefire and all that shit on it, and it's a super. I wish I got it. I took it in on trade, and my goal was to turn it for money. And it's just one of those ones. I'm looking at it right now. It's even 17 with the NSN number on it and all that. Mm. It developed into me putting the other shit on it. And then I thought, I wish I was in a more secure financial position where I could throw this on it and make SIG fanboys' heads explode. And I'm still on the verge of that, but then it's such a neat gun, or for what it is. I
would say the only thing you need to do to make their heads explode is throw a non-factory threaded barrel in it. That's all
that would be cool.
That's all you need to do. Throw an agency arms barrel in there or something.
Just stippling a dick on the side of it and shit like that. Just totally fucking it, but I haven't got to that position yet. But no, the rest of them, I guess, are more sentimental, and a lot of my sentimental guns were my dad's, and they're virtually worthless as far as value goes.
By that you mean they were Sears catalog guns? Because I have a few of those.
Well, I'm pulling one out of safe right now. It's I don't even remember the fucking brand name on it, and I can't get it out of the safe. Stuck in the pocket. It is a Hex 22 revolver. 22 long rifle revolver. Looks like it was imported to Miami, Florida, and I've shot it, but it's like generic heritage.
I tell you, the coolest thing me and my siblings inherited from my grandparents is it's like an 1860, I think it's a 66 trapdoor Springfield.
Oh yeah,
it is phenomenal. I want to shoot it, but the high power 4570 round that's produced today would probably just demolish it. So I need to
find a reloading bro.
It's a little harder than you would expect around here.
So truth time.
Some of us are pores.
Yeah, to that point. Before I got my FFL and became the niche internet micro celebrity, I had my own guns. I liked guns and whatnot, so I had a somewhat decent collection. And I got my FFL in August of when did Trump get elected? In
2016, and then
okay, it's 2016. So I got my FFL in August of 15, and I had just gone through. Well, long story short, I'd gone through a bunch of back surgeries and was not very comfortable financially, to say the least. And I thought I was building race engines for a living, and I couldn't do it anymore just because of the back surgeries. And so I applied for my FFL, and I was banking on Hillary winning, and that didn't fucking work out. And I ended up having to sell most of my personal private collection just to keep the fucking lights on. So I lost a lot of that. And since then, I think I've kind of soured on getting those safe queens and not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying that, but just for me personally, I've moved on from that mentality, I guess. And so anything I've got now is something that I have no problem letting it sit on the floorboard of my truck.
Yeah, I think that's. I get there's sentimental reasons to some guns, and I fully appreciate that. It's just not me. Because what's going to end up happening? Because what's going to end up happening is I'm going to get pissed drunk one night, and I'm going to shoot it into the peanut field behind the house, and then all that patience of me fucking like not using it and the self a restraint just went out the fucking window because it got too deep into a bottle and decided I wanted to shoot at a fucking coyote I saw.
And my very good buddy, he's got all the fucking cool shit. I don't care what it is. He's fucking got it. He's one of those guys, and I love it. I'm super excited for him, and I just love seeing his shit. You know, I don't even care what the value of it is, but I don't know. I don't have the desire.
I can't do it. I think it's just not me. Maybe when I'm older and if I decide to mature, I might do it, but it's not.
I definitely plan on doing it.
Don't ever do that.
No.
But it's not going to happen for a long time. And I'm not going to pay like inflated prices. You know, what's like a guy that like buys a Luger for, you know, $3,800 that's never been fired before.
I want a fucking Luger I can shoot. I don't give a fuck if it's matching.
P38.
I don't give a shit if it's matching or whatever. I just want something I can fucking shoot.
I got to shoot a Garand about a year and a half ago, and it was awesome.
Best purchase I ever made.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Is there a historical gun that you want to get, Bunker?
Man, I may have mentioned it before. I don't know. And I have no rationale behind it whatsoever because, I mean, if you follow me, you know I'm not a fucking suit and tie guy or anything like that. And I've maybe seen one James Bond movie in my life, so that has no influence on it whatsoever. But more from a historical standpoint and the fact that for whatever reason, I think it's just a beautiful, sexy gun. I want a Nazi issue PPK.
Yeah. I think,
and I'm going to buy one of these days. But I want the stamp on it. I want it to be pristine, and I don't have any desire to shoot it. I want it to be the gun that your buddies come over and say, "Hey, check this out." You know,
yeah.
It's fucking cool as shit to me for whatever reason.
For me, I think a Hammer and Sickle CZ75.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
That would be a cool gun. Brad Halling has one that he took with him. I want to say he took with him behind the Iron Curtain.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, Brad was Delta Force.
Yeah, he's the whiskey guy, right?
Yeah, he is. Mr. Halling is opening up his own distillery. I forget who it's Bardstown they're working with. He's going to start selecting, from what I've heard, he's going to start selecting some product to do their own blends. It's going to come from Bardstown, which is going to be good shit.
It's so fucking interesting, and I don't currently follow him just because I haven't done it, but I used to follow him on several of the other accounts, and you know how it is trying to refollow people.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's super fucking interesting.
He's a really cool story, and the shit he's doing is really fucking cool. Guns
like that with historical significance, I think, are appealing to me. And I'm no fucking history scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but I am fascinated by it. So things of that nature, I do enjoy.
Yeah, like guns that were, especially like the wartime guns that were, we have this issue, we need a gun to fill this hole in our armament. Make it happen fucking yesterday. And you see these really like this ingenuity that can only come from lives on the line in a fucking really desperate situation. It really
Yeah,
cool.
to sound cliche, but necessity is the mother of invention, and you better fucking figure this out.
Yeah, I think that's really, really cool. Those are the guns that interest the shit out of me. I don't think we've really seen that modern, which is what makes it, these older guns just that much more special. Because we haven't had a war where people are at the doorstep. We haven't had like England with the Luftwaffe flying over London. I mean, we haven't had these really shit situations where innovation is necessity. So,
like
instead you get SIG producing new guns for the public to R&D for them, and it's just disappointing.
It is. I mean,
I found a P320 with a spooky trigger in it the other day when my buddy and I were cleaning out his house when he was moving.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. It was his brother's, and his brother left it. His brother left to go to Germany with the Air Force and left all his guns with him. And we were just cataloging all of them so we could separate them later when he got back. And he bought like one of the first generation P320s. And we took a look at the trigger and we were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So well, you know what the first thing we did was?
Drop tested it.
You tried it.
We
It's like
we immediately went to like whatever online store and we tried to find 9mm blanks. That guy's got an unfinished basement, and you better believe we were tossing that thing around with our ear pro on.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you for that. That's the exact same fucking thing I would have done.
That's so disappointing about SIG because I think it's one of the few companies that's truly innovating right now.
You mean giving it to us to try out?
Yeah. We and it sucks. Like, I really like the 365.
Are you just kind of worried that there's going to be a problem you discover in like the next few months that may have flown under the radar?
It's just I hate that they do it. Like, I think the new 320 and the new 365, the X comps. I'm a huge fan of compensated handguns. 9mm.
About the one that they use.
Like, 9mm doesn't need it. Like
it looks cool.
It looks cool, bro.
Don't at me.
It makes a fireball. It makes it louder.
I don't need the flutter shooting. I just like fireballs. They're cool. Suck my asshole.
It's like this thing looks like the wrath of God coming down on you at night. I want it.
The 365 is a legit gun. I am a fan of that. I'm not a comp fan, but whatever, to each their own. If you like sucking dick.
Yeah. It shoots like a bigger gun. Is the best way to describe it.
And it feels really good. I mean, that's goofy for me to say because not a lot of guns feel good for me in the hand, but for a small one, it feels really good.
What do you, if you don't mind me asking, what do you carry?
I carry a 43X, and I have I had the slide cut by Jaeger Works, and I have a hollow sun on it, and I'm questioning that decision, not necessarily because it's a hollow sun. I don't know that I like a red dot on a carry gun. I thought it would be cool, but I'm not loving it. But nah. And 43X, it's still way too fucking small for me. I miss carrying a 17. I carried a 17 for fucking years, and that's my favorite. Then the 19X came out, that kind of replaced it, or not necessarily replaced it, but just was another option. You know, you could use the same holster, etc.
Yeah.
And I still fucking love both of those so much. And the 43X, I hate to admit it, after carrying it for a while and then trying to go back to a 17 or a 19X, it's tough.
Yeah.
If you were talking fireballs, if you look in the chat real fast, I sent some pictures of me shooting off my buddy's deck with the Reardon single port brake.
Holy shit!
That's a fireball if you ever want to see one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, we were.
Are there local ordinance on when you can and can't shoot at the shop?
No, not really. I try to be respectful, believe it or not.
Except for that one guy.
Contrary to what your neighbor says.
Well, so I live in a very small town. I think we have 1,800 or 2,000 people.
Yeah,
and
that's not a small town. That's a big town.
If you don't know if you don't know everyone, you go to church with someone who does.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get through town without having to stop to fucking talk to somebody, so I try not to go through. And so the cops, I mean, I sell them their ammo and shit, and I get along with all of them really good. I am zoned commercially, even though there are houses next door. I try not to be just a fucking absolute dickhead and shoot at 9 o'clock at night. But with that being said, there are lots of times when I usually work till 10 o'clock, probably on average anymore. 2 years ago, it was midnight easy. But if I'm putting a gun together and I need to test fire it,
you don't send something out the door.
I've got something going on tomorrow. I've got, there's shit fucking happening. I just want to fucking fire some guns off. Or if, by God, it's been a fucking shithole day and I'm here at 9:30 at night and I've still got a shit ton of stuff to do and I want to sit down and take a break, I'm going to ponder it. And you know what sounds good? Fucking firing a machine gun.
I've got a crazy idea. Let's do a clone incorrect first. Can you mag dump into the garbage?
No.
While on the episode? Can we do that?
What's my fucking name?
Do it.
Do it. Let's do it.
Oh my God, please do it.
Ethan's gonna be.
All right, let me grab something.
Yes. Yes.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna let all the guys that are listening know if you have headphones on, that want to turn down the volume. If you have this playing through your car speakers, and you're
gonna blow them out,
and you have a red light, don't roll your windows down.
If you've got tinnitus, get ready to eat.
Yeah. No, I think.
So what time is it? 9:30?
9:15 right now. You and I are in the same time zone.
Oh, it's 10:15 in my time zone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a loaded mag and I'm gonna grab that Killdozer 2.0 because it's fucking
Wait, can you? Is it possible for you to take a video of this or?
Again, what's my fucking name?
All right. I would say we'll post it while the episode is airing.
Yeah. I think.
All right, bear with me. I'm walking through the shop. I gotta open some doors and shit.
Man,
I'll let you know when I'm ready.
I don't always have good ideas, but when I do,
I need to take a trip down to your shop, man. I've been meaning to go visit people's shops and
it's 9 hours, and I'm always considering it.
When I first got my job, the place I worked, range vented outside, so while it was quiet indoors, outdoors you could hear the full sounds of the gunshot, and we had gotten a military contract in, so they're test firing the machine guns. And dude, first day in, I'm walking in right next to the building and someone let one go, and good God, it fucking wrung my shit. I was just like, I think I shit my pants that day. I was like, holy fuck.
Did you go to the bathroom and just kind of sit on the toilet?
I went in there, gave myself a pep talk, like, hey, stop being a bitch. But
the funny thing about my shop, people are like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to check out your compound and whatnot, and then they get here and it's like, oh, this is really it.
My favorite was the guy who walked in with the end shirt. That's my hero.
Oh, dude, that was fucking epic. I could not fucking believe it. And he traveled quite a distance. Not like fucking days or anything, but he traveled like half a day to come
Oh man,
Guys,
um,
I'm national hero.
Barker. Back when you and Lucas Botkin kind of got into it.
What?
We never got into it. I just
Or
made
no,
fun
you
of
never
him.
got into it. Hang on. I'll rephrase that. Sorry. You kind of had a back and forth, right?
Right.
It was last summer.
I don't remember this. I must have been day drinking that week.
I've been drinking, so I'm going to say some stuff that the words might not mean what I'm trying to say.
I'm going to load mags while you're talking.
Okay. But you guys like had a little bit of a back and forth, and you were making fun of him, correct?
Yeah, I think it all started with the podcast I had where I said that he's a good dude and does a lot for the industry and is great, but there's things I don't like about him, and he just looks like somebody I'd like to punch in the face.
That was it.
Piss on the floor.
But
piss on. You'll just piss on the floor.
I'll put towels down.
I lived. I used to live in Kansas, right? And I was only about 2.5 hours north of you, and I was thinking about just showing up wearing a T-Rex Arms hat that weekend. But unfortunately, like there were some conflicts, and I wasn't able to.
Yeah, like I said, I do think he's probably an all right dude. It's not that I dislike him, but I don't like him.
Too bad he wasn't at a shot show.
My personal belief.
He wasn't.
No, they did a whole bit about how they weren't going to go because of the mask enforcement.
Which didn't happen.
See that's why
no one followed that.
That's why. Well, a couple of very, very small companies did, but that's why I'm like, fuck that. Show up, grab a set of nuts, and don't wear a fucking mask.
I made memes about it saying gun bunnies now had to wait in an excuse to hide their herpes. We actually went out and asked people if they were at SHOT Show if they could get pictures of influencers wearing masks. We were going to make T-shirts out of their faces.
They're just again. I didn't walk around a lot, but I didn't see. And you had the fucking mask police come by every once in a while and be like, "Okay, you need to put on a mask." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm taking a drink."
I'm parched. Leave me alone.
Again.
I'm sending you a picture of the loaded kill dozer.
I'm bringing it up again, but like when 9mm SMG ate a pound bag of M&Ms on his flight to
what a Chad move.
I missed all that. I don't know anything about that.
It was talking about I was back during like peak COVID. His name's Mike. He runs the page 9mm SMG.
No, I know Mike, but I missed the.
He ate an entire 1 pound bag of M&Ms on a flight, so he wouldn't have to wear a mask.
That's awesome.
He's a great dude, man.
I haven't talked to him in a while. But
he was the first guy I followed on gun Instagram.
I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can pull up the video. It won't let me pull up I can't take a video while I'm on.
That's fine. Go ahead and just dump it.
Yeah.
No, I want to. Can I do it on the chat?
You're on a cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can pull it up on your camera. I'm not sure.
I'm working on it here.
Okay.
It's not.
I've never been on Discord and had a machine gun in my hand. So
the only reason I was really wanting to video it was for the fucking fireballs, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. So
we'll have the audio.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do this. Sam's. I got my AirPods in, but.
What's hearing protection?
All
right.
Bear with me.
This is where after this it all goes downhill. This is the peak of the pot. This
is probably our peak.
Wow.
Like,
shut up! Hang on, I'm trying to listen for this mag dump.
Well, I'm working on it. I'm trying to I'm trying to fucking operate, and I'm not an operator.
You need tiger stripe cries.
Dude, so
I need a lot of things.
OP Tactical got the M81 cries in today. Or earlier this week.
Really?
Yeah.
M81 is superior to
I have tiger stripe cries.
It's true. Aren't you just a little badass? When I grow up, I want to be like you.
Not going to talk about where I got them from or how I got them, but I got them.
Oh, I know a guy from SAD. Fuck you.
I spent $2,000 on cries in tiger stripe.
This is a super old meme, but it was some guy talking. It was from the gun counter. Was making fun of dudes who buy salty gear on Facebook.
Oh, I hate that shit, bro.
Like,
I hate it so bad.
No, I've only bought two things off of Facebook gun groups, and they were not. One was arc rail hearing protection, but that was for my helmet.
Oh. What about
the other? Was unrelated.
Is it a forward observations hat?
How about
no?
I bought wheels off Facebook Marketplace.
They were probably stolen.
So
I don't care that they fit my Jeep.
When I was young and dumb, I probably bought a fucking gun that was stolen. Mm-hmm. It's not stolen anymore. I just bought it.
Arms list.
Yours now.
Fucking parking lot.
All right,
stolen guns.
This gun's being a faggot, so I'm going to go back to old reliable, which is the Colt Commando.
Which is
fantastic. Wait, which one has the beam sling on it? Shoot that one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the Colt Commando. It's the meme gun.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but the beam sling I have, I'm going to throw that on a VSKA or a Visca.
Yeah, let me grab it.
I think
I will never regret sending that beam sling to you.
Dude, I'm forever grateful. Yeah.
I think
it may have gone around my body when I was not wearing clothes, so do with that information as you will.
It's gone worse places.
One of these days, I'm going to be reunited with this sling, and it's just going to be the most disgusting moment.
Wait.
Let me know when you're ready.
Literally.
All right, we're ready.
Send it.
Can't hear anything now. Did I lose you?
Oh, you're good.
I know.
We can hear you.
Did you get it?
Holy fuck, dude! It killed the audio.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh, Discord killed the audio.
It must have just peaked the mic too hard.
Peaked the mic.
Oh, you broke the app.
Did you hear any of it?
No.
Fuck me.
That's so great. That couldn't. If it was going to happen.
30 rounds into the fucking bourbon bullet trap.
Oh, that's great. So for people that don't know, certain mics cap out at certain decibel levels, and I'm pretty sure a short-barreled 5.56 letting it rock and roll is way above that.
I could try the Lantac suppressed.
Yes. Suppressed.
That might work.
What's the audio coming through on?
My AirPods, whatever the fuck they're called.
Bet if you
might have to do like a 1-round test before.
Yeah. I bet if you,
that's fair.
if you placed the AirPods down and took like 10 steps back.
Yeah.
Maybe if you did it. Wait. I got an idea. Go to your settings on your phone and have it play through like the speakerphone, because those don't have a limiter, I think.
You're asking a fucking lot.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't do that right now.
What if I take the AirPods out, will they shut off?
If you take them out of your ear, no, they'll probably be good.
Yeah. Let's try one shot suppressed and see what it does.
Ready?
Well, I'm walking over there. Hang on. I had to find the gun.
It fucking killed the audio.
During it too. Oh, I'm so pissed. I was just looking forward to hearing.
It was so loud. I was a retard when I first got my rifle and it has a dead air brake on it. I fucking shot it with no ear pro. Like, retard.
Oh, you idiot.
Jesus Christ, dude. Do you know how loud guns are?
I shot 2 courses of fire last weekend with my 10.5, and that has a 3-prong on it, and it was miserable when we had to go indoors.
That Colt just had a 3-prong on it. This Lantac has a pin and welded Dragon, and when I first got it, I was going to lunch one day, and of course we live rural area, and I saw this big ass fucking coyote standing in the field taunting me. So I got out and fired a couple off at him. I didn't even have the fucking ACOG sighted in yet. That's how fucking new it was. And of course, so I missed it, but I fired 2 shots off. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Man, it hurt for like 4 hours.
Yeah. You do not fuck around.
I got several loaded mags, but they got the good hornady killing dead bullets in them. So I'm trying to
No, I don't.
load up some shooting
How hard has
ammo.
it been to find decent ammo? I haven't been able to find any of the Black Hills stuff. And we're like,
Man, ammo fucking sucks still.
Dude, Black Hills is fucking impossible to get now.
I can find, which sucks because we're not at war with anyone, right? So we're not sending money. We're not sending it overseas to go kill people. So
We're not.
Ukraine's getting a shit ton of it right now.
Well,
Those
that's Remington, and
fuckers.
that's going to blow up anyway.
I hope so. They deserve it.
we're not, dude. Like,
That's fucking bullshit.
Did you see my meme about Remington ammo blowing up?
freedom moment.
All right, so we're gonna try one single shot. You ready?
Yep.
Did it cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunate.
All right, so
yeah.
How do I do this? What's the fucking protocol?
I'd say just pull the trigger and
No. If you take the AirPods out,
I'd say
and like put some distance in between you and them, I bet it might work.
All right, so I'm gonna do that. Give me a few seconds. I'm gonna set them on the workbench here.
You're doing this inside?
He can't
It's
hear
incredible.
you. He took the AirPod out.
I think this is the best thing we've ever done.
Did that work?
I heard like a little thump.
Yeah, we heard thumps. It's all good.
I just don't think Discord is really the place for mag.
The thing is,
Discord is anti-gun.
I just love that we're trying this. I love all of you for doing that.
we're mag dumping on air.
Yeah, there's $45 for a failed fucking on-air meltdown.
Send us the invoice. We got you.
Talk to our accountant, Tendy Man. He's got you.
So is he a homie?
Yes. He's
clinically
he's a homie. If you want a story about him, he ended up getting the owner of Q, Kevin Brittingham's comments and pissing him off. And Kevin went on like a 4-day binger and spent 4 days like arguing with this kid with fucking 500 followers in the DM. It was absolutely hilarious. This supposedly big shot in the industry spent 4 days trying to prove to some dude with 500 followers whose dick was bigger.
See, I tried to start shit with him every single time he makes a new account, and he just instantly blocks me. Maybe it's because I send a very very stupid picture to him.
You just send a picture of when he hit his Raptor in his
That picture
garage.
does. Time out. For legal reasons, that picture does not exist and it has not shown up in the inboxes of meme pages. I got a very strongly worded message about that and made the picture disappear.
This is a Brittingham?
Yeah, Kevin Brittingham of Q.
Yeah.
I send. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, have you seen the welds on his cans recently? Like, you look at guys like Kit Badger or anyone else that reps their stuff, and the welds look really good. But they're like the 30 to 45 second clips of people just on YouTube at their on their property shooting Q cans, and the welds look like dog shit.
Well, I can't talk about my job. Everyone's like, "Oh, titanium welds can look like that." Yeah, they can, but should they? I mean,
no, they shouldn't.
I tell you what,
I know
Andrew,
enough about welding where it shouldn't.
Yeah, Andrew's such a good guy.
Multicolor.
He's a weird motherfucker, and he makes me very uncomfortable a lot of times. But yeah, he's a good dude.
I am going to buy a polonium as soon as
love
they're available.
that shop in general. He is a very weird dude. He's a shit poster at heart, man. He couldn't help it. I love that he's still.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I still love that he posts memes to his other account, to the Otter Dump account.
Otter Dump.
I mean,
dude, there's a business with a shit posting page that makes fun of BNT.
Like, he couldn't fucking help it.
I tag Ping in all those pictures because he's got a TP9.
Hey, have you guys seen the fucking Rain 2.0?
I've heard about it.
I have. I've seen it. I have not seen it in use yet.
I compared it to my other Rain, and while the original is absolutely fucking amazing, and I have no issues with it whatsoever, the 2.0 is whiter, like brighter. Like, you look at a yellow light 2.0, which you wouldn't think it was yellow if you're just looking at, the original. You look at it by itself and you wouldn't think it had some yellow hue to it, but you do it side by side, and the 2.0 is just fucking bright white. It's crazy.
I really want to. I'm excited for their pistol light. If I could go on a rant, I could go on a rant right here, I'd like to. So, I like the Surefire X300s. I think they're great lights. Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to pick up a cloud light as my next light because Surefire took 2.5 weeks to get back to me after 4 fucking emails. And I mean,
that's your soul.
That's my only complaint. I'm petty like that. Sorry.
Should have.
Hang on. How many companies do you regularly email if like something like either goes wrong on your rifle or you're like emailing about parts or asking questions? Like, what's the average time that it takes for them to get back to you? Like the bigger companies.
Less than a day.
Yeah.
And Surefire took you how long?
2.5, almost 3 weeks.
Dude, that's crazy because I emailed Geisley and I got because I have the G2S and I hate the G2S because it has that trigger clip for the pen.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's. I'm switching to
Who buys Glizzy parts?
I'm switching to a LaRue MBT because of it. But, that's beside
Hubba hubba.
I'm only getting it.
I like paying taxes. I'll tell you that much.
He's like, "Who's going to pay for the aircraft carrier?" And I'm like, "Hi, I'm one of the guys whose paycheck depends on you getting paid for the aircraft carrier. Don't tell the IRS, please."
I mainly bought it just as a frame of reference, but
I like
because you like paying taxes.
I will only buy Geisley triggers and
I like the trigger type.
Hey, I am fine with financing Mark LaRue's Schizo posting.
I like.
Yeah, that was another thing as I was texting Forges about it the night that I bought it.
I like Hyperfire triggers.
And we both.
Man, I'm sold on.
I like those. The Trigger Tech ones have been good to me as well. The nice thing is my rifle came with one of the ATC gold triggers in it. It's got a super light reset, so it's annoying as fuck to shoot. Bump firing it is incredibly easy. So there's that. I mean,
well, here, have you ever seen I've showed you the video that KP9 when I was bump firing it, right?
How could we miss it? You sent it 37
Yeah, we've all
times.
seen it.
Dude, it's awesome.
He's in the chat like,
love
hey,
it.
hey, did you see the KP9 video? Guys, did you see the KP9 video?
no,
He fucking he DM'd it to me. How the fuck could I miss it?
556, we love you, man.
No, don't get quiet. We're just fucking with you.
I'm totally gonna get the fucking.
He's gonna go to his bathroom and cry.
Discord chat.
Oh my gosh! You know what? How do I report this?
Hunker, have you seen any of the 30 super carry?
You asking me?
Have you seen any of the 30 super carry, that new ammo that I think Girl came out with?
I saw it from a distance at SHOT Show, but no.
My favorite thing about it is it's a 3.125 diameter bullet. It's the fucking 5/16 super carry.
Which is dope.
That's my favorite meme to come out of the last episode. Y'all will see that by the time
with mineral day.
The fucking 5/16.
Yeah, y'all will see it.
5/16 super carry is I think it's going to be a real hot commodity, and we're going to see a Glock pick it up soon.
What are they going to call that gun?
Let me make it Catherine on that.
Ready?
Hey, just double checking. Everyone saw the bump fire video, right?
Oh my gosh!
Dude, I'm seriously considering getting the fucking 1911 Sweetheart grips made with 5.56 zoomer edit.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
no! Hang on, put that in the chat just so everyone can see that.
Is there a gun in particular that you hate working on? Like it's like this thing fucking sucks to break down, or the parts are a bitch to find. I mean, holy shit!
Anything with a fucking grip safety, the new M&Ps, I absolutely fucking adore those guns. I really, really do, because they fit a niche, or whatever you want to call it, for women, my wife included, that cannot shoot a Glock and just don't have the hand strength. And I'm being totally serious here.
I think it's
we're laughing at something completely unrelated.
If you just look in the chat, yeah.
My wife's like super physically fit, and I've posted pictures of her and shit. You've probably seen them. I think she has a little carpal tunnel in her hands, but she's a woman too, which makes her fucking inherently weaker. And I'm not talking shit on that. It is what it is. But those EZs are amazing for that. But as far as fucking working on them, or like I said, an XD, which anything with a grip safeties, I despise it. What was the other part of the question?
like getting parts in for them. It is a bitch.
Old shit, but I kind of specialize in that. Same with finding hard to find guns. I mean, I'm pretty good at that, so I don't have a big issue with that. And then when it comes to older stuff, back before pre-2020, I made a lot of shit that extractors and whatnot, and I so enjoy doing that stuff. That's my kind of I would rather do that than fucking talk to people and sell shit, but it doesn't pay as well. But no, I don't really dislike working on anything so much other than those fucking grip safety guns. God, and part of it, I guess, probably is the springs and pins and shit compared to the size of my fingers. It's not a cohesive situation.
I didn't realize how big your hands were until you posted a gun that I owned. Your hands compared to it. Holy fuck.
What gun is it?
Yeah,
Staccato?
because I was holding it in my hand, scrolling through my phone, and you post it, and your pinky's pretty much falling off the grip. It's a...
I hear that a lot.
Holy
I really
fuck.
do. And I never in my life, and I've said this before, but so I'm repeating myself, but I never thought I had fucking large hands. And my wife, of course, she's a feminine.
Yeah.
I think she's female as far as I know. But she has small hands, and she's like, "My hands are so big." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, you're tiny." And it wasn't until Instagram that, I posted a picture holding a gun, and people were like, "What the fuck?" But no, I
was wondering your progression of carry guns before the 17. What was it? Like, your hands are fucking huge.
17.
So,
yeah, I started carrying a 17, and that's kind of a funny story for me, at least. Well, way younger, very good buddy of mine. We were into guns at the same time and all that, and we decided we're going to get our own fucking carry guns. He wanted a 19, and so did I. I wanted a 19 because 19, everybody's got to have a fucking Glock 19, and it is what it is. Well, I was less financially stable than he was at the point, and the motherfucker got one before me, so I couldn't get a Glock 19, so I got a Glock 17, and I fell in love with it and ended up modifying the grip so it didn't beat the fuck out of my knuckle on my flip off finger, the one under the trigger guard, and kind of modified it from there. And I don't have any problem with Glock 19, but Glock 17's for me.
So stippling, I mean, as you've gone through and you've seen trends change, is there something you thought that was going to disappear that just hasn't? Like, you're like doing it to guns, you're like, guys, this is fucking stupid, but whatever. I mean, you think it's cool, we'll do it.
Almost the opposite, but to answer your question, the whole stippling thing has dissipated, for lack of a better term, and not been so cool, which I'm happy, because now only the really good guys are doing it instead of the Tom, Dick, and Harry that have no fucking idea what they're doing like me. And I'm happy to see that, because they do some fucking amazing work, and I don't know, I'm not talking shit on them by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know that it's worth what they charge, but I think you get what you pay for in the final product, if that makes sense. But to go against what you said, I thought the P80 thing was just going to be the do-all, end-all. I thought the fucking P80 Glock frames were going to turn the industry upside down, and that was my focus for a short period of time. And what I find out is they're paying the ass. I mean, basically, if you can get one, if you make one work, they're good. Yeah, they'll work fine, whatever. But there's a process.
I remember the first time I ever saw one. I had just joined the apprenticeship, finally getting my life turned around, and we're in the shop one day, and it's like the very beginning of this the apprenticeship, and it's all book work, and the only like shop work you're doing is hand filing and hand sanding, because they wanted to teach you how metal moved so you could get a feel for it. And it was the dumbest shit ever. I've gotten really good at like
but necessary.
Yeah, I think there is merit to it. But we're sitting in there, and one of the instructors comes in with his box, and he pulls out what looks like a gun to me, and I'm like, oh fuck, what the hell? And he's like, yeah, after class, if anyone wants to stick around, I'm going to turn this into a gun. And of course I'm like, what do you mean you're going to turn it into a gun? And that was the fucking first time I'd ever seen a P80, and it was the coolest shit ever, because we're sitting there on an old-ass Bridgeport that came from a fucking Navy ship, and it turning what was essentially a piece of plastic into a functioning firearm. And I think that was really cool. But yeah, that was the first time I had no fucking clue they existed until this fucking old bastard that was running the shop at the time showed up. He's like, yeah, I want to see it.
And I still think they're cool as shit. And I think everybody ought to try one. Just like an 80% AR loader. I mean, I am 1,000% for anyone trying to go that route and play with it and see what they want to do, etc. I've done enough of them that I just if you follow me long enough, you know I fucking despise them. And the only reason I despise them, in my opinion, and I'm a fucking retard, again, I preface everything with that, but I have a vertical mill, a Bridgeport, and I bought the jigs. I don't know how many fucking jigs I own at this point, but for me to spend the time with a vertical mill with power, a power feed on the tram and all that, it still takes me fucking 3 hours solid to do one to what I feel is acceptable. And you see these guys on YouTube, and I haven't watched YouTube literally for probably 3 years, but back in the day, they were doing them with hand routers and all this shit. And if they did them, cool. But the lowers that they fucking machined out were marshmallows compared to the ones that I've done. I mean, you actually have to cut metal instead of just fucking whipping through them with a hand router. I don't get it. But go ahead, man.
I like what you're saying. It just irks me off. These guys are like, it's like people complain about, why don't they just do this when they make the gun? Why don't they just do that? Like, I wish it was that fucking simple. And the people ripping through 80% lowers, especially AR ones where it's aluminum, it's like it hurts me because I'm the kind of guy, I'm like, I'm going to take an indicator to this bitch. I'm going to make sure it's flat and fucking parallel and everything.
Right. I'm using and of course I'm spoiled. I'm using the DRO. So I'm fucking trying to get it dead nuts on. People that don't know. They're just going by the fucking jig. And I'm like, God damn it. What? I want to fucking.
For people that don't know, a DRO is a digital readout on a mill. It zeroes out the machine instead of using the hand knobs on it to get your coordinates. It gives you actual numbers. You can zero it out and then move. So hey, this is 0.125 from this area. This is 0.375 or whatever it is. It makes it a little bit easier and it can make it very, very precise.
Real fast, if you want to just take a look at the chat, I sent a picture of the first stippling job I ever did.
Yes. It's a penis for everyone who couldn't guess.
We'll post a picture of it eventually, but
it's not even a good one.
Oh my God, it's circumcised.
The head of it's infected or something. I don't know what's going on here.
That was about 9 beers and a soldering iron. So.
Do you have another picture of that from maybe a different angle?
No, that is the only one I could find. But
wow.
So what happened was that was a defective, like a bad.
What had happened was
that was a defective polymer. Like you put all the stuff in it and it wouldn't work. And we found out is that from polymer 80, they had a certain batch of 80% that weren't good for the Glock 19 model. And they were like, you could send it back to us and we'll figure it out. And us being idiots is we had already done it. And we were like, okay, well, we'd have to do this through an FFL. So we just blew it up with tannerite, but we stippled all sorts of stuff like dicks. And
blew it up. That's per U.S. Department of Justice code.
That bitch got blown up with about 10 pounds of tannerite.
I filled up ETS mags with tannerite and blown them up before.
That suck.
You know what? It probably made them feed better.
They worked exponentially better after that.
What surprised me is that they haven't come for fucking tannerite yet.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, man. That really does
like a false flag
me. Especially. And again, I hate to keep fucking beating this in the dirt, but just being so busy. Did I lose you guys?
No.
Okay, my AirPods were down to 10%. That's what it was. Anyways, I hate to keep beating it in the dirt, but I just have not had time to follow other social media people and watch YouTube videos and whatnot. But back in the day of FPS Russia, when he would do some of his shit.
Oh, I love that guy.
That's what got me into guns.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loved him. I loved him. But he was fucking inherently dangerous, which, again, was the appeal. Some of the Tannerite shit he did and then other people would fucking kind of piggyback on that. It was shocking to me that it never got outlawed back then. And that's like fucking kind of gone away. And I really don't understand
it's very odd. The guy lost his leg using, and the government just like looked away. It's like, oh, you fucking idiot. Whatever, bro.
We also talked about it. I think this was on. Oh no, this was on the Forbidden episode. But we talked about that guy that set off like 100 or 200 pounds of tannerite, and he blew up that dump truck in Montana. He set off a Richter scale because they thought they were having an earthquake, and it turns out some dude some dude just got bored.
Holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he set off enough to he set off enough to warn the Geological Survey, who then read it back, and then the feds got a hold of it, and then the feds sent in like an investigation team because it triggered like,
of course.
Explosive.
Why wouldn't it? That's fucking amazing.
Like, he has like a bunch of helicopters and SWAT teams show up to like his area, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
See, what had happened was
someone did it in New Hampshire last year as well. They set off 80 pounds of tannerite to announce their child's gender. And
oh my god!
And the police got flooded with calls for an earthquake.
Guys, I'm literally sitting on like fucking 150 pounds of tannerite right now, and I don't know what to do with it. I've been thinking for a while, but my biggest fear is I don't own the land. I could do stuff with it, but
I've been camping in western Kansas before. I know the perfect place. We'll talk after this.
Sounds good.
Oh no,
I want to be there.
I want to blow up something cool. I mean, I've blown up cars and other shit like that before, but
refrigerator, stuffed horse.
Hey, so real talk, nigga.
Can we open with that?
I don't care what you do. So we had a dryer, like a household dryer, clothes dryer, and we set it up, and I think we had 20 pounds. We may have only had 10, but somewhere between there. And we put a 5-gallon can of gasoline in it as well. And we shot it, and we were actually like what we thought was perceived safety. And I have the video of this, and I'll send it to you guys if you want. But
yes,
we shot it, and we were probably, I don't know, 80 yards away. And the fucking dryer door was facing us, and that's what turned off. And it fucking shot out like a rocket, right? And we happened to have a friend of mine from Colorado. She had her granddaughter there, and she was like, I don't know, 15. Well, it fucking hit her. And I don't watch the video because it's just hard to take for me. But it hit her and sliced open her arm real good. And she's okay. Everything's fine. You know, now I even talked to her dad, and he's cool. He has me work on his guns now, actually. But it was a super fucking scary moment of how out of control that shit can get in a real big hurry.
Bomb.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Speaking of,
I have an idea. A company called Marathon makes a small little portable clock, and it's powered by nuclear energy. Not sure how it works. It's got something radioactive in it. If you were to put that on tannerite, you could both set off a nuclear bomb and start an earthquake with one pull of the trigger. I'll totally do it. I'll fucking send you one, bro. They're like, I think they're like,
Clone Incorrect remakes the Manhattan Project in a weekend.
Oh, no, we're not doing that. No.
I'll get a fucking gigantic stuffed teddy bear or something and put it around its neck.
No. Give it a.
It's called the atomic. Right? It's called the atomic wall clock, and it's $41. I'm sending you one.
You shit, man.
No, dude, this is great.
Oh yeah, I'll fucking blow it up.
Wait, can we send?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
We'll send them it on the company card.
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, it is. We got Tendy Man to settle our money.
Hey, that guy fucking loves cats. Back to him. He loves cats, and he accused me of being a bad dog trainer. So that's what pissed me off about
him. We'll bring this up when we bring him on in a few weeks.
Do it. It was in a group chat.
We'll deduct it from his pay.
I think you should fire him.
We'll bring that up at the next board meeting.
I just found out.
You guys like Tindy, man. I can tell.
I just found out that the nuclear clocks aren't powered by nuclear energy. They use nuclear frequency to put on time. But I don't think.
Just send me some.
I can find that. I know companies in my industry that I can get my hands on something radioactive for you. I want to
give me something that'll give me a terminal disease to where I can go on my dream.
Bro, what about some titanium?
A bunch of worn out ACOGs.
UGB trying to go on a freaking what's that project that gives kids on their like last wit?
Make a wish.
Yeah, make a wish.
Yeah. I want to be knowing that I'm going to die, so I can take care of a lot of things.
You know what? We're gonna have everyone dig like a 20-foot hole outside their house and start scraping the ground for plutonium P-238 or whatever it is.
What kind of things? Smoke detectors have them in it.
Radon.
Uranium. I need some uranium.
I like where this is going. We need to get a tannerite powered nuke.
You can order depleted uranium like on Amazon.
What?
Oh
yeah, those little tins of it. Yeah, it's in a lead container.
Oh shit! I'll totally send that.
Yeah, you can.
No, I need like 10 pounds of it.
God.
No, you're gonna need to order like 1,000 units.
I totally just ended up on a fucking watch list.
We are all on another list. We are
on one to begin with. Dude, the other day when I was in Gila's shop and my background check didn't get delayed or anything, I was like, oh, they didn't find the meme page.
$40 to send you to send you fucking uranium ore? Hell yeah, doing it.
Wait,
$40.
Okay, I'm gonna send him some too.
Yeah. If you think for a second I'm not gonna help fund a nuke, you're out of your fucking mind.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm sending you some.
I'm gonna hate my hometown.
This is the best idea we've ever had. I think
you should have been an internet customer, you faggots.
Oh.
Go away.
Fred,
I'll help you.
Fred is definitely
when you launch the fucking Killdozer stuff, just do a promo where you just set off a fucking nuke. Marvin was right. This is 2.0 bitches.
Well, if you want to say hello to my FBI agent, her name is Abigail.
Nice name.
She goes by Abby, but I call her Abigail because I don't
want her to get the wrong idea.
Now, how often is she in the shop to make sure you're not doing the illegals?
Once a year.
She was she the one that looked in your freezer for cash?
No, that was the fucking IRS cunt. the fat dumpy fucking.
I just remember.
You know what she told me?
You posted that CCTV video or your security camera footage and said, "This fucking bitch."
Yeah. No shit. She fucking. God damn. So I have the Hillary for Prison trailer out front, and that fucking set her off. That set her off, and she was a hardcore fucking damn. And God damn it, I gotta fucking collect myself. So I gotta collect myself. I'm fucking pissed off. So. Yeah, you haven't seen the fucking video? Yeah. So she fucking on that note, she said, "Are you guys burying money or do you have any in your fridge?" And I looked at her like, I want to fucking crush your face, but no, I don't.
Hey, babe, throw this wad of cash in the fridge before it expires.
She literally fucking walked over to my shop fridge and looked in it.
My God. And the thing is,
and it's on video. I got it. I mean,
these people get paid more than minimum wage.
And they justify their job.
Who the fuck grows up and is like, I want to be an IRS agent when I grow up?
Yeah. I want to fuck with people because...
Like, you're in a shit industry when people on both sides of the aisles hate you.
That's yeah. In college,
so she came in, and like I said, I have the trailer out front, and I was trying to be cordial at first because this was my first ever massive IRS audit, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, how are you?" Blah blah blah. And I mentioned the sign out front, and I'm like, you probably saw that, and, had feelings. And she's like, yeah, I didn't approve. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
That's not the answer I was looking for. Yeah.
And so she starts talking to me, and she gets into this whole fucking diatribe about when the shit goes down, basically, that's not her words, that's mine, but that's what she was alluding to, that the East Coast and the West Coast were going to dominate the country and basically decide, what our fate was and all that. And she looked at me directly in the eye and she said, "Do you know the first people that are going to die?" And I'm like, at this point, I'm fucking, like bewildered. I don't fucking know what she's talking about. And so I'm like, no, I don't. And she said, "It's going to be the white man." What? And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like,
that's racist.
And this is this little short fucking sawed off fat dumpy fucking IRS cunt, right? And so I'm standing at her thinking that I could fucking squeeze her neck to just fucking explode her goddamn head. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, the white man's gonna die. Whatever. And I started talking to her more about it, and she said, "Well, here's the deal. we control, or she didn't say we. She did not say we. She said the East and West Coast control the coast. So that's going to impact all the supply of goods and services. And the middle western part of the country is going to starve to death.
This is my thought.
Farmers have entered the chat.
I can't make this shit up.
Dude, that is just.
I just was like, number one, you fucking stupid bitch who's here to fucking steal money from me, and I'm on a weird fucking axis right now because I just want to fucking destroy you. But yet I know if I do,
It's frowned upon legally.
I'm already going to be in deep shit. But you're fucking me. So I'm going to have to bend over and take it without telling you how there's the Gulf of Mexico, number one, and the Midwest produces all the fucking
He cut his mic. You know what? My thought is you can't complain about the white man until your race or gender has walked on the fucking moon, bitch.
Exactly.
My blood pressure is
White
not
man
good
is-
anyways, but during that time period, it's spiked to aneurysm levels.
Gosh. On that fucking
Well,
incredible story, do have to wrap this one up.
I would like to say, for the record, you cannot send parts to a nuke through the internet. But anyway,
we're gonna find out.
Oh, dude, it was
anyway.
fucking blast. Thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it, dude. And I'll have the uranium in the mail next week.
this might. You can't make jokes like
joke.
that.
If you think for a second,
you can't make that.
If you think for a
shit
second,
up.
I'm not sending uranium ore to him. You're out of your fucking mind.
Isn't it?
It's in
Yeah,
my
bro.
Amazon cart right now.
Isn't it depleted?
It's got
so
active
therefore useless?
radioactive particles coming out of it. It comes with a little sheet.
You
Should
just
it
need-
find out?
Comes
You
with a
just
little
need
sheet
more.
that says how radioactive it is. It's fantastic. Jeff, thank you for coming. We really appreciate it, guys. If you need magazines, gun parts, any services done, them up. What's the active page now? Is pronoun UGB. It's pronoun UGB on Instagram.
If you need balls stippled into your polymer framed handguns, we know a guy.
Follow me for hate.
Guys, thanks for listening. This has been the Clone and Correct podcast with Jeff from USA Gun Bunker. Bye.
Do you want to take 5 minutes to plug yourself?
Yeah.
Plug yourself. We didn't do that. We should have done that. Plug yourself for a couple minutes.
No, I don't fucking like people.
God,
Toot your own horn.
he won't do
Talk
it.
about your gun
He
shop
won't do
and your
it.
services.
All right. Well,
I don't know. It is what it is. Buy shit from me and I'll make fun of you. And if you want work done, I'm so fucking far behind that I'm not giving you an estimated date. And I'm tired of pissing people off, including friends, about not getting shit done on time. So
That means
there's
his
that.
shit's good because people keep coming to him.
Do you have some solid dad advice for us?
this isn't Grantham.
Hey,
I do.
That's good dad
Probably.
advice, though.
My best dad advice, and this is wholesome.
Love
I
it.
think maybe I don't know. Your kids are growing up, and they fuck shit up because that's what they do. For example, I'm an example person, I guess. Can you still hear me? I'm getting beeping noises.
Ethan, we're good.
Ethan.
Okay, so your kid's growing up, and in my circumstance in particular, we grew up fucking poor as fuck, and I'm not hating on that. I'm glad I did, but if we wanted something, we had to work on it or fix it or whatever. If you wanted a hot rod, you were fucking working on it and building it rather than paying somebody to do it. 4-wheel drive, whatever. So growing up, I was in that realm of everything's fucking hard, so to speak, which it really wasn't that hard in hindsight. But so raising my kids, or kid, I wanted him to have more than I did, just like every parent does. And he wanted this stupid fucking big Ford or whatever it was that was retarded, and I told him it was a bad idea. But he did it anyways because he was paying for it, and which I was proud of the fact that he was paying for it. My biggest mistake, though, was when he fucked it up and broke it or wanted to modify it or whatever. I made him stand there and watch me do it because I felt like that was me making him part of it and responsible for it. When in hindsight, I should have made him do it while I was watching and standing there and offering advice. And I should not have fucking told him or fucking done it for him or whatever. I should have said, hey, there's a fucking 10 millimeter wrench. Figure it out, and I'll be over here drinking beer. And that sounds callous, but it would have done him wonders as far as being responsible and being able to do things for himself.
Like
so
it.
That's that.
Thank you for coming on. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us twice.
No,
thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, guys. See you next time.